My precious child, I am here with you in this very moment, not as a distant observer, but as a companion who has never left your side. Take a deep breath and let the weight of the world fall from your shoulders for just a few minutes. I want you to feel the warmth of my presence surrounding you like a gentle light, pushing back the shadows that have tried to claim your peace. You have been running for so long, trying to stay ahead of your fears and your responsibilities. But here, in this sacred space, you are safe to simply be. I see the weariness in your eyes and the quiet ache in your soul that you haven't dared to voice to anyone else. Today is the day we begin a new conversation, one built on my eternal love and your absolute trust in me. You have built high walls around your heart, brick by brick, fashioned from the disappointments and betrayals of your past. You thought these barriers would protect you from further harm, but they have also kept out the very light and love you so desperately need. I have watched you labor over these defenses, carefully placing each stone of self-protection whenever someone let you down or a dream turned to dust. But I am asking you to let me dismantle these walls today, not to leave you vulnerable to the world, but to bring you into the security of my embrace. My love is a fortress that does not require you to hide. It is a sanctuary where you can finally be yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. Let the armor fall, my beloved, and allow the healing waters of my spirit to reach the hidden places you've kept locked away. The journey you have been on has been steeper and more rugged than you ever anticipated when you first started out. I know there were nights when you cried out in the silence, wondering if I was even listening or if I had forgotten the promises I made to you. I saw every tear that dampened your pillow and heard every sigh that escaped your lips when you thought no one was watching. Your exhaustion is not a sign of failure, but a testament to how long you have been carrying loads that were never meant for your back. I am reaching out my hand to take those heavy burdens from you right now. You don't have to be strong anymore. You don't have to have all the answers or the perfect plan. Just lean into me and let my strength become your own, for my grace is truly sufficient for every trial. Right now, I am washing your mind with the purity of my word, rinsing away the toxic thoughts and the negative self-talk that have been poisoning your perspective. For too long, you have listened to the voices of the accuser, telling you that you are not enough, that you are defined by your mistakes, or that your best days are behind you. These are lies that have no place in the kingdom I have prepared for you. I am replacing those echoes of defeat with the vibrant truth of your identity in me. You are my masterpiece, created with intention and destined for a purpose that far exceeds your current understanding. Feel the clarity returning to your thoughts as I remove the fog of anxiety and the clouds of confusion. Your mind is being refreshed, restored, and realigned with the heavenly vision I have for your incredible life. I want you to go back into the attic of your soul and find those dreams you tucked away years ago because they seemed impossible or impractical. You thought they had died, but in my hands, nothing is ever truly lost. I am breathing new life into those dusty aspirations and reigniting the fire that once burned so brightly within you. Those desires were placed there by my own hand, and the season for their fulfillment is closer than you think. Do not let the delay convince you of a denial. I was simply preparing the ground for a harvest that will sustain you for a lifetime. What the world called a dead end, I call a redirection. What you saw as a failure, I used as a foundation. Stand up and look toward the horizon, for the sun is rising on a chapter of fruitfulness you never thought possible. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting around you even as you listen to these words? The season of drought is coming to an end, and the sound of abundance is beginning to echo through the valleys of your life. I am moving obstacles that seemed immovable and opening doors that have been locked for decades. You have been faithful in the small things, and now I am ready to entrust you with the great things I have in store. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment scheduled before the foundations of the world were laid. The struggles that have defined your recent years are being transformed into the very stories of victory that will inspire others to find their way to me. You are moving from a place of survival to a place of thriving, and my favor is the wind beneath your wings today. I am releasing a miracle of healing over your body and your emotions right now, touching the areas that have been ravaged by stress and illness. My power is flowing through your nervous system, calming the storms of agitation and bringing a deep, restorative rest to your weary frame. I am the great physician, and there is no condition too complex for my touch or any scar too deep for my restoration. Whether the pain is physical or buried deep within the chambers of your heart, I am tending to it with the utmost gentleness and care. You will notice a lightness returning to your step and a vitality returning to your spirit that you haven't felt in a very long time. Receive this gift of wholeness with an open heart, knowing that it is my greatest joy to see you healthy, vibrant, and full of life. Do not worry about the bread for tomorrow or the bills that seem to loom like giants over your peace of mind. I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider, and I have resources at my disposal that you haven't even begun to imagine. I will provide for you in ways that defy logic and exceed your expectations, bringing supply from sources you never considered. Just as I fed the birds of the air and clothed the lilies of the field, I will surely take care of you, my precious child. I am opening the storehouses of heaven to pour out a blessing that you will not have room enough to contain. Watch for the unexpected checks, the sudden opportunities, and the favors from strangers that are actually my hand at work in your daily life. Your needs are already met in the riches of my glory through Christ. My love for you is not a reward for your good behavior or a wage you have earned through your efforts. It is a free gift that can never be taken away. I saw you at your lowest point, and I loved you then just as much as I love you in your moments of triumph. There is no mistake you have made that is bigger than my mercy, and no failure that can separate you from my grace. Stop trying to earn my approval and simply rest in the fact that you already have it. You are my beloved, and in you I am well pleased. Let this truth sink deep into your bones until it becomes the anchor of your soul. When the world tries to judge you or cast you aside, remember that the King of Kings has already called you his own. I am working in the lives of your family members, even the ones who seem the furthest away from my heart or your home. I am the God of reconciliation, and I am softening hearts and mending bridges that have been broken for years. Where there has been strife, I am bringing peace. Where there has been silence, I am restoring communication. You do not have to fix these relationships on your own strength. Simply continue to love and pray and watch how I move behind the scenes. I am bringing back the prodigals and healing the deep-seated wounds that have caused division in your lineage. Your household will be a sanctuary of my presence, a place where laughter returns and love becomes the foundation once again. Trust my timing, for I am weaving a beautiful tapestry of restoration across your entire family tree today. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Today, I am breaking the chains of anxiety that have kept you prisoner to the what-ifs of the future. Fear is a thief that comes to steal your joy and rob you of your present moment. But I am standing here to reclaim what was lost. When you feel the shadows of worry creeping in, look at the light of my promises and remember that I hold the future in my hands. You don't have to fear the news, the economy, or the opinions of others, for I am your shield and your very great reward. Walk with your head held high, knowing that the Lion of Judah goes before you to level the mountains and make the crooked paths straight. You are safe under the shadow of my wings. There is a freedom that comes only through the power of forgiveness, and I am inviting you into that liberation today. I know the pain that others have caused you, and I am not asking you to excuse their actions, but to release the debt so that you can be free. Carrying bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It only serves to keep you bound to the past. Let me take the scales of justice into my hands and trust that I am the righteous judge. As you let go of the offenses and the grudges, you will feel a weight lift off your soul that you didn't even realize you were carrying. I will fill those empty spaces with my peace and my joy, turning your scars into symbols of the victory we have won together over the enemy. You were created to walk in authority, not to cower in defeat or live as a victim of your circumstances. I have placed my spirit within you, and that same power that raised Christ from the dead is living and active in your life right now. It is time for you to stand up and speak to the mountains in your way, commanding them to be moved in my name. Do not let the size of the giant intimidate you, for the one who is in you is far greater than anything you will ever face in this world. I am giving you a new boldness and a new confidence to step into the roles I have prepared for you. You are a leader, a light bearer, and a conduit of my grace to a world that is desperately searching for hope. Take your place, my child, and shine. My angels are stationed around you even now, guarding your coming and your going with a vigilance that never sleeps. You are protected from the arrows that fly by day and the pestilence that stalks in the darkness. Even when you are unaware, I am thwarting the plans of the enemy and making a way where there seems to be no way. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for your righteousness is of me, and I am your ultimate defender. When you pass through the fires of trial, you will not be burned. When you cross the rivers of difficulty, they will not overflow you. I have marked you with my seal, and you belong to me forever. Rest tonight in the absolute security of my presence, knowing that nothing can snatch you out of my hand or separate you from my eternal love. Do not let your life pass you by while you are waiting for a future that hasn't arrived or mourning a past that cannot be changed. I am the great I am, and I am found in the beauty of the present moment. Today is a gift I have handcrafted specifically for you, filled with small miracles and quiet graces if only you have the eyes to see them. Slow down and notice the way the light filters through the trees, the kindness in a stranger's smile, or the peace that comes in a moment of sincere prayer. I am speaking to you through the ordinary things, inviting you to experience the extraordinary reality of my kingdom right where you are. You don't have to wait for the storm to pass to find joy. You can dance with me in the midst of the rain. I am calling you into a deeper place of intimacy with me, beyond the surface-level requests and the hurried words of a busy day. I desire to share the secrets of my heart with you and to listen to the deepest longings of yours. Find a quiet place, shut the door, and let us sit together in the holy silence. It is in these moments of stillness that your soul is truly nourished and your spirit is recharged for the battles ahead. You don't need fancy words or religious rituals to reach me. Just bring your honesty, your questions, and your love. I am your father, your friend, and your bridegroom, and I cherish every second we spend together. As you draw near to me, I will draw near to you, flooding your heart with an affection that is more real than anything else. Now is the time to make a decision, not with a half-hearted gesture, but with a spirit of complete sincerity and surrender. I am looking for those who will worship me in spirit and in truth, those who are willing to lay down their own agendas to follow mine. Do not wait for the perfect conditions or for your life to be completely sorted out before you give yourself fully to me. I take the broken pieces and make them whole. I take the messy lives and turn them into messages of hope. Say yes to me today with a heart that is wide open and a will that is ready to obey. I will lead you on a path of adventure and purpose that will leave you breathless with gratitude. Your transformation starts with a single, honest step toward me, and I am here waiting to catch you. Carry the peace of my presence with you into everything you do. You are leaving this moment changed, equipped with a new perspective and a renewed strength for the days ahead. Go forth as a vessel of my light, sharing the love you have received with everyone you encounter. If this word has touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with those who are walking in darkness and need to hear that there is a God who loves them beyond measure. Join hands with my family of believers and let us continue to spread this good news to the ends of the earth. Subscribe to this journey of faith and stay connected to the daily nourishment I have prepared for you. I am with you always, even until the end of the age.